Sometimes I question, why am I even trading in the first place? Like, why put yourself through the agony of losing? Burning time, often alone, no guaranteed path of success. And then I fucking realize I want to be someone. So the charts on the wall, studied daily. And I accept the small account and I take those little wins with grace. Because as my progression grows, so does opportunity, and that opportunity is to travel, meet unexpected friends, and to explore new ways of learning, from video lessons to advice from new friends to visiting conferences, and by God, they have their perks. And then, before you know it, you've achieved what you never thought was possible.
It's all on DXR. There you have it. Stephen Johnson makes 1,000.
And you realize that this is just the fucking beginning. Live the dream. Welcome to Stephen Johnson's Stocks. How good was that face in the beginning? Good week. In a challenging market, yeah, I mean, it's very, very good to pick up 600 on the week before and then pick up $1,000 this week. So I'm up over $1,000 on the month. And only about 1,400 off overall profitability. And when you're having like 1K trades, then it seems very soon. So, yeah, just hoping for another 500-600 next week. That means I've only got about 800 left to make, and then I can start really being a consistent, profitable trader. And sharing how I've learned on the way, like I've promised, with you guys, so you get there too. Cheers. Certainly getting there. Yeah, April trading way too much. I really need to take less trades 'cause it's stupid. Up $1,000 we'll go into it. So I mean, on the scale of things, yeah, greenhouse 6 out of 8 months, took one bad loss that I'm currently making back, but otherwise pretty much a profitable trader. Yeah, it's just been so dead, the market. Like, this day was just 3 needless trades that I shouldn't have took. So was this day. So I mean, I've just cost myself 500 through absolute garbage setups just out of pure boredom. And I really need to work on that and have some days where I just have zeros in because I've not traded. But anyway, I mean, DXR was the savior. Made like 1,138 on that single short, biggest win ever. So it's just waiting for good opportunities like that, and yeah, if I can close after starting 700 down on the month, if I can close anywhere in the $1,500, $1,600 profit range, and then after that, I've only got, say I make $500 next week. I only need to make 1,000 next month, and I'm back overall profitable. But this time I've learned the lessons not to do this stupid shit. Okay. So this is an interesting one. It's a very, very clean chart. And it's a gap and crap shorted it on this day, and it's a, like I say, a lowish float, so it's not the ideal perfect setup, but nevertheless I had a plan and I'll walk you through it. So basically, this is an extraordinarily clean chart. It's the perfect kind of breakup setup here when you have no volume, no action, then all of a sudden the stock comes to life. Then it becomes a trading vehicle, and the fundamentals in the company don't matter. And you've got a lot of daft shorts who are shorting the stock multi-year high, thinking, well, I'll take from $6 back down to $3 because it's really overextended. But being a low float, it only needs a few shorts to panic, a few dip buyers to think that it could have another life in it, and then boom, when you get the gap up and it doesn't break down, you'll get here, shorts are underwater. Here, it's just absolute fucking panic. And this is just longs knowing that shorts are underwater and going long. Shorts, it's basically a game of how much panic can you take when the stock goes from 8 to 20, and you're originally short from probably the sixes. It's how big's your account? How much can you average up? How much pain can you take? For me, I'd never, ever, ever, ever fucking swing shorts anymore. Did it once and lost $5 grand. Never. Well, that is so painful and so soul destroying. I will never do it again. But the point really here is the volume was 16 mil, and then there was kind of 8 mil got out here. So basically, it's only a 400,000 float. Everybody is likely to be underwater in this, especially around these days. Yes, because anyone who kind of bought on the way up is down. Anyone who shorted is still down, but I doubt they'd still be holding it. But you never know. So the whole float is down on this stock, and they're probably down. The positions are in the 13s, 14s, and they've been sitting for months with the stock being in the 8s. I mean, that's like 2 months. I've been thinking like I'm $6 down on a stock. So the minute it pops up today, let's load me shizzle up. The minute it pops up with some kind of a nice little, maybe it's a reaction news, maybe it's a squeeze, I'm not bothered. But whenever I see this kind of strength, I generally think that because it's fresh and the move's just started, kind of 9 o'clock, because it's a low float, because it's trading like some volume, like it's trading like 400,000-500,000 shares. It's not traded millions pre-market, so I don't think it's going to go mental, but it's got enough in it to have a spike. But the minute it doesn't spike properly, because at the open, everyone's watching it thinking if this really like spikes up a couple of times, I'm in, but no one's going to jump in too soon because the market's been choppy and breakouts have been failing. So I'm expecting that there might be some spike, but not a lot. And the minute the spike doesn't work, everyone's going to panic. The whole 400,000 float is selling, and that's what happened. And shorts are obviously jumping in short. So I didn't want to get my face ripped off short. So my plan was I took a small 200 share position just before the pre-market. Then I took a 700 ad at 10.12, which is into the first bit of the spike. And then I took another 700 position into like 10.50. And then I had a final one at like 10.89 or something. So I had 3 ads to catch up the way up. And I really didn't see it going past the full dollar. And then I basically covered half in the 950s, and I covered the other half in around the 940s. And that's it. Took like 8%. And here's a quick one on I. Now, everyone was watching this kind of chart thinking when it comes up to the 727s, it's going to hit its previous resistance point and it'll probably come back down. So some shorts might have gotten a little bit early because they're thinking won't even get there. Longs will panic beforehand, shorts will dive in beforehand. But what actually happened, and the difference with this time compared to that time, is just the volume. I mean, on the day it broke through, it traded 12 million, the most volume it's ever traded in its history. And the volume on this support level is only kind of like 2 million, 3 million. So the more volume you have behind the day that it's trying to break through, if it's significantly higher than the volume of the support level previously, it's much more likely to break. Well, it's like 4 times more likely in my eyes because it's 4 times as much volume. So if you're ever urging up, gradual to a support level, I mean, to a resistance level, I mean, this is so gradual that every day you've got new dip buyers coming in. Every day you've got like another support level being made on volume. And every time it dips, you've just got more dip buyers that dip buying, and then it obviously has another green day, another green day, another green day. And then shorts keep on shortening, covering, and shortening, covering, and shortening, covering, which is bringing the stock up. And then eventually when it does get to this level, It's just got too much interest, too much volume, biggest volume it's ever traded in its history, and it breaks through. And I was thinking, I was trying to short it around this level, um, with a very tight stop, just because I was like, this has to come down. And then I realized it's traded its highest volume ever, and it's a fresh chart, and no, it doesn't. But it's been tricking people a lot. Like, say for example, this afternoon kind of crack here looks pretty bearish when it's like kind of double topping, and then the gap down. I mean, that just looks like it's over. That just really looks like it's over. When it has this very bad afternoon crack, and then it gaps down and washes the next day, you're like, this is done. But then you see the dip buyers come in, like 100 and 200,000 worth of dip buyers. All the shorts like finally think, yeah, use some profits. Oh, I'm down, not down as much, so maybe they're covering the weakness, and then and it doesn't break down, and then it saves itself. And really, if you're chasing weakness, you're gonna get your face ripped off. And then again, today, like the other day, it's short, weak, but it's just respecting these kind of this 8 level, and it's kind of dipped below it for a second, but it's ultimately held yesterday's level. And yesterday, it also held this 8 level, so you can see across 3 days, there's just dip buyers constantly coming in through the 8s. And this is how you can make money, by seeing the bigger picture. It kind of failed at and a lot of people must have thought this was definitely over, but look, just squeezed all the way back up at the end of the day. But this is how you can trade profitably. Every time this stock touches 8 or 8.39, dip buy, risk off 8.20, more often wait for the confirmation that it'll pull back, and then you could have took $1 here, you could have took $1 here, buy when everyone's selling, do the opposite, because that's what 95% of traders lose, so do the opposite of them all. Here, you could have like lost 10 cents, 20 cents, but ultimately you would have been right again when it squeezed back up at the end of the day. And this is a trade you can take over and over. This is good long, and it's kind of one that I learned from Roland. So guys, you are seeing the results now. I mean, overall profitable last year, green 6 out of me 8 last months, heading towards overall profitability this year as well, in the next fucking month or two after just a little slip up. So let my journey inspire you. If you're not studying 3, 4, 5 hours a day, wake the fuck up.
Good morning.